Hi everyone, my name is Nilay Patel and I'm a designer here at Jesse James Beads. My job is to bring you fun, creative, and easy projects using the glamorous Jesse James Beads, and I'm always excited, thrilled, and happy to bring you guys new and fresh ideas. They have incredible beads that are just so inspiring, and I just get a kick out of trying to put stuff together and showing you guys how to do that. Now, I have got a full segment planned. I am allotted 10 minutes to show you guys quite a bit of things and a fun tutorial as well. Just trying to make it quick and easy, of course, always. But I hope you were able to catch last Saturday's Wake and Make session. It is a morning Facebook show that I do on the Jesse James Beads channel at 10 o'clock Central or 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And basically we have some coffee and I have a project ready to go to show you guys. And last Saturday, now this is cool. This is quite a statement piece. We made this together. Check this out. Butterfly pendant. We got this really wow tassel. Like look how giant that is. This is a pretty good size neck form, and so like you could see that tassel does go out quite a bit. But this butterfly, I gotta show you that. That's the piece right there to have. Super gorgeous. I love this chain especially. Like, look at all those little individual baubles that are on it. This is intended to be a longer necklace, but I just wound it around the neck form a few times. And of course, you have this really cool clasp to kind of add another component of texture to this design. So, in case you missed this, because we did do this last Saturday at our Wake and Make, you can catch it in a couple different spots. The first being the Jesse James Beads website. You can check us out on the video tutorials there for lots of different demonstrations, and we keep up to date with all the tutorials that we've been doing. And you could definitely check us out on YouTube as well. So just go to YouTube and search for Jesse James Beads, and we will be the first that pops up. On there, you will see a lot of me doing a lot of Jesse James Beads demos. All fun, all fabulous. I never leave anything out on there, so it's always a good time. So that was last Saturday's. I want to talk about today's project, but real quick, because I just got this in today. This is fresh. I gotta show you this. I got these beautiful mixes in that I'm so excited about. So I thought for the next show that we do, which will be our Wake and Make for Saturday, so tune in this coming Saturday at 10 o'clock Central on the Jesse James Beads Facebook page, and I'm going to show you guys up close and personal what I received. This is so fantastic. This is our new collection. I even got a special note from Rihanna explaining what some of these beautiful beads are, and she even drew me a little donut, so you know that it's a special touch when someone draws a donut for you. Speaking of, she did send me a couple donuts for real though. Like, check these out. These are absolutely gorgeous. I've seen these on the website. I've been wanting to grab them myself, and here they finally are. And so I'm looking forward to designing something with these. And if you guys know by now that I own Silver Silk and more, I'm thinking that this is going to be a beautiful complement to that Silver Silk wire that I'll be potentially using on my Silver Silk channel, if you guys want to check that out. So lots of demonstrations and fun products using Jesse James Beads coming up. Alright, so now let's talk about today's project. I have this gorgeous rose and some chain and some wire and some tassels. So let me pan this camera down to my work board, and I'm going to design this piece for you guys. So here we go. There we are. Now, real quick, one more reminder is next Saturday's project, because I'm going to be showing you those beads. I wanted to cover real quick what I'll be using in the demonstration. So I have this beautiful pendant that is just absolutely so sparkly, and this beautiful stone. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this quite yet, so tune in Saturday, and it'll be a complete surprise to all of us. But you don't want to miss it, because I think this is an absolutely gorgeous combination, and these stones are quite a statement piece, so I'm excited to use that. So that's going to be next Saturday. All right, tonight we have this beautiful rose, so I'm going to use that as my central component for my design. And I have this gorgeous matte gold chain. Now this is quite a chain, let me tell you. Like, you could already see that from the size of my hand with the chain itself. It's pretty good in weight, and I think I'm going to use that as my neck rope, of course. I also have this really cool tassel. That is the shag tassel in multicolor, so very pretty. And I have some wire, excuse me. This is 14 gauge wire, craft wire. It's super flexible. And kind of what I was thinking is that I wanted to do a design that kind of, it's inspired by some graphic design that I've seen here lately, in artwork actually. So what I was thinking is that I would try and shape maybe a triangle to go around the rose and meet here at the tip, so that my wire goes like this, and there'll be a little loopy top there, and I could suspend my rose in the middle of it and have my tassel hanging at the bottom. So let's see if that idea works, and we will kind of go from there. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is create the top part of my pendant, and so what I'm going to do is use a little mandrel, handheld mandrel, and I'm going to just form a circle first. The reason I'm using a mandrel is because my my round nose pliers are a little too small for the size of the loop that I want, and I kind of want something pretty big. So there's a really good sized loop, and I want to take out this little blunt end here and not push it in, but I think I want to cut it in. So I think I'm going to use my handy dandy Xuron pliers. These are my double flush cutters, and they just create a very precise, beautiful tip there that I can just now pinch in. To pinch it, I'm actually going to use a pair of flat nose Xuron pliers and just give it a good press, I think, so that way it doesn't stick out. Whoops. Let me try it with my other hand here. And this will be the top part of my pendant, I think. So it'll go like that. And then what I want to do is create my triangle shape. So if we're looking at this, which I'm kind of looking at it through this iPad here, I think where my finger is probably the right area where I want to create my first bend. And what I'm going to do, I hope it is at least, because sometimes you see something and it works much differently. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. So I think I want to make it even further down here and give it a bend even more. So there we go. And you could just kind of work it out with your finger, of course, as we're moving along here. But there we go. So that'll sit right there. And then what I want to do is kind of figure out where the center is going to be. And it looks like it's going to be right there. And I'm just eyeballing this, so if I can do this, trust me, you guys can definitely do this. But you can see that where I've placed my finger, that's when I want to create my next bend in the wire. So I'll simply just grasp it and kind of start to turn it at a sharp angle with my Xuron pliers here. There we go. And I have a very nice blunt, or I shouldn't say blunt, maybe sharp is the right word. The sharp bend that I need there. So now I'll continue doing this around to this side. So what I want to do is I want to measure, and I'm going to use my mandrel to kind of give me a guiding path here. So if I'm bending this way, it looks like my next bend will be right about there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my finger off of it and put my pliers there and bend that in. As you can see, I'm working directly off the spool of the wire, and it's because I don't want to waste any of it. The 14 gauge wire typically comes, I think, in 10 feet, and so you don't have too much to work with, actually, to begin with. But this should be plenty enough. So now what I want to do is I actually want to, I kind of want to create a round ring here for my little, my little pendant to hang off of. It won't stay in my hand. There we go. It wants to escape, but I won't let it. And that'll hang quite nicely there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I don't have to make this one too big. So I'm going to actually cut it off using my double flush cutters here. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to kind of go back and adjust some of that so that it stays where it needs to, and go back and make my loop. Here, I don't want that loop to be big, so I think I can use my regular round nose pliers. So here we go. I'm actually going to make it on the larger side of things here. There we go. Just like that. And now what I can do is actually use a jump ring to connect those together, and that will give me my shape, and essentially it won't move or shift or do anything. So let me see if I've got a jump ring available somewhere around here. I don't think I do. So let me go grab one real quick in my drawers here. I don't see my gold anywhere. So we might have to make some. Sorry about that, folks. Normally I have all this prepared and sitting somewhere, but my studio is a bit of a mess right now, so let's not tell anybody. But to make a jump ring, I'm actually going to just use my mandrel, so this might be a good thing, actually, in a lesson on making jump rings. But here we go. I'm just going to make that into a nice little ring there, and then clip it with my chain, or my double bush cutters. Oops. And I have an instant jump ring, as you can see there. Alright, so I think I'm going to connect that to this and this. That way, whenever it is worn, it won't move. And you know what? I'm wondering if I could connect this at the same time. I wonder if it'll fit in here. Let's see, where are ya? Oops, that might be a little too thick. It is 14 gauge wire, and so it might be a little bit too big for that, so I might have to find a jump ring here somewhere. There we go. Okay, if I can only get this in, there we go. And press this in with another pair of pliers. Let's see if I've got one right around. There we go. Now you could even put a couple there, and it might be a nice decorative touch. But real quick, just to get I want to get an idea for my design, actually, now that I'm building it. So my idea here is to connect all of this together, right? And then put this in here, like that, and then have this suspended at the bottom. I'm even thinking that this would be really cool if this were bead wrapped, even. That might be kind of fun, or if it had additional beads suspended off of it. But I think, actually, I could connect this directly to that. Haha! So let me try that. So let's see, if I take this out, I will need a clasp for this chain because it is only 2 feet, and it's probably not enough to loop around your neck there, but there we go. Alright, so once I get a clasp on the other side, that's going to be perfect. I like how everything kind of just fits together. So, bummer that I can't find a jump ring here somewhere. Well, I could use this one. It's not gold, but it'll do for now. I could always switch it out after the video whenever I take the picture. And my studio will be nice and tidy at some point in my life. Okay, so let's see if I could use this little jump ring to push in. Here we go. And put that in there. Hopefully this will lay, whoops, as I have envisioned it. Ooh, that's cool. So the frame prevents it from even like shifting, which is exactly what I wanted. That is cool. Like, I love happy accidents, or purposeful accidents, I guess. So that's pretty awesome. And then I think I'm gonna have that connect down there. I think definitely I might also go back and figure out if I can add a couple of beads onto this. That would be pretty sweet. So again, this design was inspired by some graphic design that I had seen. I can't remember for what exactly it was. I think it was just some sort of art that someone had created on one of the design websites that I follow, and I just love like how they used organic materials with very rigid geometry to make a really big statement piece. You could even use, I might even switch this out and use brass wire since I like the gold with the antique brass might be a nice switch of color too. So there's a lot of design possibilities with this that just excites me. But wow, what a giant pendant. Let me turn this around and show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay. Gosh, that was fun. I love doing wire shapes and that I have control over, but this is a giant rose piece, and my goodness. Like, even have this bead wrapped or suspended beads off of it, or did something with it. I think it's got some real potential. So I'm excited to finish this up tonight and see what it can become, and I'll even post a picture of it, so I'm pretty excited about it. All right, so that was tonight's demo. And again, if you guys want to catch more, there's a few places you can do that. You can check us out on the Jesse James Beads website, www.jessejamesbeads.com, and find all kinds of tutorials and inspirational ideas on there, even techniques that you guys never thought to do that you could take from something else and combine it with another technique even. You can check us out on YouTube, so just go to youtube.com and find the Jesse James Bead channel. You just have to type it in the search and you'll definitely see us there. We're the first company that comes up there, and we have all kinds of tutorials. You could find me in a couple different spots as well. I have a brand that I am now owning called Silver Silk and More. You can find me on Facebook. I am using tons of Jesse James beads because I love using the knitted wire with these big gigantic beads and pendants, and it just goes so beautifully together. And I've also got a brand called Beads and Bubbles, which is a creative jewelry making happy hour that I do on the last Wednesday of every month. I even have a mystery box that I like to put out, and lots of fun, lots of champagne involved. But in any case, my goal in life is to bring you guys fun, inspirational ideas, and I am so thankful I get to do that every single day. I love connecting with each and every one of you, and I hope these videos are inspiring you. And please check out the website, jessejamesbeads.com. They have so many incredible things that are so fun, and I think you'll really enjoy working with them. So until Saturday morning, I will see you guys. Keep it creative and inspirational, and have a fabulous evening. Good night.